welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. Hoy estoy disponible. I am available to you. So hopefully you'll participate down below. Okay? If you have any issues at all, just type it in and I'll answer as we go along. Okay? Present simple in Spanish. Okay? How do we use it? When do you use it? It does differ a little bit from the English usage. Not all the time, just on occasions. And I will explain that in just a moment. So, el uso del presente del indicativo en español. The use of it. When do we use it? Well, the first is very similar to English. We use the present simple in English to talk about routines. So what we do on a daily basis, or something we do regularly. Okay, so for example, you might say, every day I get up at 6 o'clock. That's routine. You do that every morning. Every day you repeat the same action. Well, las rutinas en español es lo mismo. Okay, so you would use it para las rutinas. So the example is, todos los días como pescado. Okay, every day I eat fish. So that's the first use. To talk about something that you do regularly. To show routine. That's the first use. Okay. The second usage of the present simple, el indicativo, in Spanish is to talk about hechos y condiciones permanentes. So facts, okay? Things that are permanent, conditions that are permanent. What do I mean by permanent? It's not going to change. The example I've given you is this. Soy Kerry y soy zurda. Okay? I'm Kerry. That's never going to change. I'm always going to be Kerry. And I'm always going to be zurda. I'm left-handed. You might have seen me writing on the board, I'm left-handed. Left-handed, zurda. Zurdo if you're a boy. Zurda with the A if you're a girl. Soy zurda. I've tried to change that. I've tried to write with the right, but it doesn't work. Soy zurda. That's not going to change. Or soy una persona alegre. That's never going to change. I'm a happy person. I was born happy. So things that are permanent. Or if I say, mi madre vive en Inglaterra. That's a fact. Everyone knows she lives in England. Okay? Mi madre vive en Inglaterra. Vive in the present simple, and el indicativo tells us that that's a fact that everyone knows, okay? Oh, hoy hace calor. Hoy hace calor. Today it's hot. Well, we know it's hot because we can feel it's hot. That's a fact, okay? It's not debatable. We know. So that's the second usage, okay? That's second example of how and when you use it. Next, this is perhaps a little bit different. We probably wouldn't use it in English in this same exact sense. So, tiempo que lleva uno haciendo algo. So the period of time, the time rather than a period, the time you've been doing something for. So desde hace un mes salen juntos. Okay. Since a month ago, we would translate quite literally. So they've been going out. So they've been going out for a month. We would say they've been going out for a month because it just sounds more natural in English to say that. But in Spanish, you can employ the present simple here, el indicativo. Desde hace un mes, since a month ago, if you do it word for word, since a month ago, they go out together. Do you see? It doesn't quite say, when you translate certain things to English, it sort of loses that naturalness because we don't necessarily use this one in English like this. We would say they've been going out. Been going out. We would use the perfect progressive, the present perfect continuous. They have been going out for a month, okay? But here you can use the present simple, el indicativo in español, okay? Llevan 2 días juntos, okay? They've been together for 2 days, okay? It tells you the time, the amount of time they've been doing something, okay? Right. If you're getting confused, don't worry, you can let me know and I will respond down below, okay? Right. So, the fourth use is the future combined with a moment that marks it. So, futuro combinado con marcador temporal. And of course, I'm going to give you an example because when teachers explain like that, sometimes we get lost, which is why we have the examples. Okay? Right. So, la semana que viene is next week, and that tells us already that's the future. Okay? Because we know that next week isn't now, so it's not the present, is it? Which is why we use the future combined with a marker. Okay? La semana que viene, I've just jumped one. I'm in a hurry. Where am I going? We have nowhere to go. But here with you. Okay. Mañana, tomorrow, is actually the future as well. So tomorrow, me trenzo. Mañana, me trenzo. Tomorrow, I braid my hair. In English, perhaps we would say, tomorrow, I'm going to braid my hair. So here, in English, we would use, I'm going to do that, okay? Tomorrow, I'm doing this. We're using the simple continuous to the present continuous to talk about what we're doing tomorrow. But in Spanish, you use the indicativo, which is el indicativo, which is the present simple, to express what you're going to do tomorrow, okay? Mañana me trenzo. Tomorrow, you wouldn't say tomorrow I braid my hair. Tomorrow I'm going to braid my hair. So that's the difference I was explaining to you before. There are slight differences. So be aware and apply them, my friends. Apply them. Okay, the next example I have for you is this one. La semana que viene, viene mi madre. La semana que viene, viene mi madre. Viene mi madre. My mom comes next week. We wouldn't say that. It doesn't sound great. We would say, because we've employed next week, we would say she's going to come. But they say viene. You can use the indicative for this, okay? So remember, we don't always translate exactly what we say in English in the same tense in Spanish, because sometimes they have different rules. So let's go over for routines, things you often do or you do regularly. Facts, things that are not going to change, things that are permanent, okay? Soy negra, okay? I'm black. That's never going to change, okay? The time you've been doing something, okay? Desde hace 2 años no duermo bien. So for 2 years I haven't been sleeping well. You see there? We wouldn't use the present simple in English, but in Spanish you do. So remember that, okay? Future combined with a marker. Mañana me trenzo. So tomorrow I'm going to braid my hair. You will use that, use it in Spanish there, okay? So when you're using the future to talk about something you're going to do, you can also use the present indicative. El presente del indicativo, okay? Mañana voy a Madrid. Tomorrow I go to Madrid. But we would say, I'm going to go to Madrid. So I hope you understand the little differences that exist. And obviously, I'm going to go over the endings of the verbs with you, because I'm going to give you some exercises at the end so you can get on and do them, and hopefully you won't have any problems at all. Okay? Right, so remember, if you have the AR verb, these are the endings. Learn this and learn it. Something you have to learn. Learn it. Learn it in this order. Yo, tú, él y ella, which is the third person singular. nosotros, we, vosotros, you guys, plural, ellos, them. So these are the endings. If the verb end in AR, you memorize. O, as, a, amos, ais, an. Okay? O, as, a, amos, ais, an. So these are the endings you would put on the verb. For the ER verb, you would have O, es, e, hemos, eis, en. O, es, e, hemos, eis, en. O, es, e, hemos, eis, en. IR. O, es, e, hemos, eis, en. Remember where the accents go? The accent only goes on vosotros. On you, plural, it goes on the first vowel. So in AR, it goes on the A. On ER verbs, it goes on the E. And on IR verb, it goes on the I. Okay? So that's the only accent you have to remember. In the second person plural, which is vosotros, you lot, you guys, you as a group, the accent goes on the vowel, the first vowel, or the only vowel in the case of IR verbs. Okay, so what do? Let's grab a verb. Amar. What do? We take off the AR. We don't need the AR. According to the person you're talking to, you would add one ending or another. Say, él or ella, which is he or she. You know that you have to add a onto that, so it becomes ama. He or she loves. Ama su madre. Or let's try novio. Okay, ella ama a su novio. Okay, she loves her boyfriend. Okay, so we wanted to say, well, let's choose another subject. Let's say nosotros, which is we. Okay, why have I put two AR verbs? Did you catch that? Did you catch that? An ER verb. ER. Let's think. ER. Volver. Volver. Okay? Volver is a little bit of a funny verb because it's irregular. But never mind. We will work with volver. Okay? So we take off the ER. Okay? And so we're going to say nosotros. We said nosotros, which is we. Okay? So we become volvemos. Okay? All you're doing is you're adding this because you look for the subject you're talking about, which is we, nosotros, volvemos pronto. We'll be back soon. Volvemos pronto. Okay? And right, for the third, which is the ER verb, we look down here and we think, what subject do we want to use? What subject are we going to use? Right, let's choose tú, which is you in, well, singular, you. Just one of you. You. I'm talking to you. You. Okay. Vivir. Again, you take off the IR. We don't need it. And we take here tú. You. What does it end in? ES. So, vives. Vives aquí. Okay? You live here. Vives aquí. I hope that is clear and that you will be able to get on with the exercises and you won't have any problems at all. But obviously, just write down below, and if you're having any issues, I'm going to go over it with you. That's all you need to know. So just start the exercise, and remember, routines, facts, permanent situations. Okay? What else? Time you've been doing something. Future words. So, mañana, la semana que viene, el año que viene. Yeah, any sort of thing, any sort of word that tells you it's in the future, stick it in. Okay? Remember the endings. Okay? We learned like this at school. In the same order, because the order never changed. Yo, tú, él, ella, nosotros, vosotros, ellos. Okay? O, as, a, amos, ais, an. O, as, a, amos, ais, an. Got that? o es hemos in. Ayan, o es hemos in. Okay? I think, guys, you should be okay with that. Okay, let's get on with the exercises. Let's get on with the exercises and see how you get on with them. Just do the best you can and I will guide you through. I'm guiding you through, so if you have a question, just write down below and I'll answer you straight away. Okay? Remember, if you don't remember the ending, just check it up quickly. I hope you wrote them down. I always forget to tell you to write things down. Why do I do that? I have no idea. Okay? So yeah, get on with the exercises. I'm going to put them up.